Finally, we're at the stage where we can start building stuff. Now, before we build stuff, I just want to show you how this kind of works and just explore some of the new navigation that you're about to see once creating a funnel. So let's head over to funnels, and you can see contacts and tags, and then you click on funnel here, and this will take you to this page. Again, you've got the filtering thing, so you can inactive, active, or all funnels. Now, what's really interesting about Systeme is if you've ever used ClickFunnels, and again, if you've not used ClickFunnels, just so you know, you're looking at like £200 per month, over £200 per month for ClickFunnels. Okay, it's very, very expensive, and for very small, not even a fraction of the price, you get a lot of the same sort of functionality within Systeme. So let's head over and create something. Okay, so you can see that this option pops up when you click the create button. You've got the option to name your funnel, which of course we want to do, and it gives you specific targets, or target specific. So if you're trying to build an audience, which is basically just collecting email addresses, then you can do some remarketing, then ideally this will be the option for you. If you're trying to sell something specific, like an ebook or something, this would be it. If you want something from scratch, which is what we're going to select in a second, this is what you'll pick, and then run an evergreen webinar. This is if you want to sell like a course, if you've got a pitch, something, it's always going, it's like a never-ending loop. So what we're going to do, we're going to name this, and we're just going to call it test funnel, test custom funnel. Okay. And I'm going to select custom, and then the currency is up to you. I'm going to do pound sterling because I'm from England. So I'm going to do create. And what you can see here can come across a little bit intimidating. I get it. It's new if you've never used this sort of software before, but I promise you now it's actually not. And I'm going to explain all of the options for you as if you've never, ever used these options for any software before. Now, luckily, if you have used these sort of options and you use sort of similar software, then you know that this is pretty standard stuff for most website funnel builders, all-in-one solution sort of things. But let's just take it step by step. So you can see you've got these main options here. So you got sales, stats, split test, automation rules, and step configuration. And on the left, you've got your sidebar, and this is where all our layers or steps are actually going to be. Okay, so let's create a step by clicking the button, and we're going to name this step 1. Okay, and the type is going to be a squeeze page, inline form, opt-in, thank you page. But we're going to keep it so simple. And do you remember how I was talking about sales funnels and that there's all different sorts of terminology and names for landing pages and stuff? A squeeze page for you, if you're a beginner, is more than adequate. It's good enough. Don't get nervous about knowing all of this yet. The minute you start generating leads, the minute you start generating an income online, you're going to very quickly learn what all of these means, because it's natural. It's what you want to do, and you see the potential. So your mind, I'm a big believer of mindset. I believe that if you've got the right mindset, you'll very quickly achieve and do anything you want to do. Okay, so don't worry and just focus on squeeze page. We're going to do save. And now you can see really nice of Systeme that they have created pre-made templates for you, all different sorts of stuff. But the one that I'm going to go with is let's go with this one here. Okay, or you can create a blank one, but we're not going to reinvent the wheel just yet. Okay, these may not be the prettiest of templates, but they have proven to be the highest converting ones. So if you want to preview what it looks like, just click the preview button. And for some reason it's showing a little iffy. Let's try refreshing the page. Not sure why that's happening, but we'll see in a second. So let's click select. Okay, so now that we've selected, now we've got our landing page. So this is going to be the first area that they come to. But before we start editing it and everything, let's just save it by clicking the save button right here, and then preview again. And again, it's not loading the way we want it to be, but that's okay because we can jump in and actually fix it for ourselves. Okay. So what we've got the view funnel step, and we've got the edit page, and we've also got you can change the template. So let's do this, and let's change it to, let's try this one. Okay. Select, we're going to save, we're going to publish, view, sorry, and there you go. We've got our legal information, and click this, and you've got an automatic pop-up. Nice. Okay. So let's go back here, and you can see we've also got automation rules. Now, it uses something called conditional logic, and it may sound like a complicated term, but it's actually really simple. It basically means if that, then this. So if someone enters email, the action will be move that person to email 1, and then it will send them email 1. Okay. If someone clicks a button, show a pop-up. If light switch is up, show the light is on. If light switch is down, show the light is off. Okay. It's actually called Boolean logic, but it's all nice. Okay. It sounds more complicated than it is, but it's actually really simple. So when an event happens, do something specific. Okay, that's all you need to know about it. Split test is another really nice little thing, and it's basically creating the same sort of thing, just in different ways to see what your audience are responding to more. If you've got split test A, with a green button, but split test B with a blue button, and you're getting more people signing up to your offer on the green button, which is split test A, then split test B isn't worth it. Focus all your attention on split test A, sort of thing. And it's basically testing small little things to see which one gets you the best results. So then you can pull it all together and create one big campaign and be a thriving success. That's basically split testing, and it allows you to do that. But again, we'll get into that at a later point. Statistics, so this is how many people are actually viewing your page, if they're returning, if they're opting in, if they're purchasing, and how many views your page is getting before you earn X amount. Okay, so it's really nice, simple statistics, which is great, really important, not great, but really important to have. Then, of course, you've got a breakdown of all your sales, so the date, which step they made the sale on, the amount, information about the customer and the status. Is it pending? Is it, refund? I don't know, something on those lines. So you've got all of that really information, and you can filter it by date. Okay, so now we know that we've got our homepage offer, which is this. Okay, next we want to do, so when they enter their information here, we want to track it and maybe even do something called upselling, which is giving them increasing our chances of earning more from them. So at this moment in time, they're going to download your free course, but once they submit their information, we've now got potential to do something else with them. So we want to send them to another page, and preferably we're going to call that the thank you page. Okay, so let's type in thank you, type, and we're going to, you can see, do opt-in thank you page, save, and you can see it's got thank you for subscribing, or one of the two. So I'm actually going to select this one because I just think it's a bit more attractive. Let's click the preview step. Yeah, it's a lot more attractive, and you can see that's probably optimized for mobile. Okay, so select, and you can see you've got your URL there. You can do your own domains at some point, but we'll cover that in a later video. Right now, we're just going to save it, preview. And there you go. So you can see, thank you for subscribing. You'll receive your credentials by email. But before we recommend, so I think this is, I think the English isn't great yet, but remember, we can always change this. As long as the system works, that's all that matters. Join our Facebook group, and then it takes them to, obviously, the Facebook group. Okay. So that's really nice. And what you can see is you've got huge potential. So you give them a free course, you ask them if they want to upgrade here or join your Facebook group where they can ask questions, and then you can create that trust, that relationship with them, and ultimately they'll start buying your stuff. Okay, and that's really, you can create as many step pages as you want, okay, and just some basic way to edit your page. If you click on this the step, which by the way you can rearrange like so, you would simply do edit page, wait for it to load, and you can see again you've got some really simple options here, but this is what we call the live editor. And if you hover over any of that, you can see that you've got rows, and then you've got sections. So the core thing will be the section, the next thing will be the row, and then the thing inside are called elements, which is text, a headline, a button, legal info. You can click on the gear icon and it opens up on the left whether or not you want more spacing or shadows, or if you want a delay, or if you want it visible on a mobile or desktop. And you can see every time you click on something, so let's click on this, you can see this is the navigation, that the kind of the funnel in its own right. To step 1 was section, step 2 is row, content box. It's kind of like a crumbs, if you've ever heard that description before, crumbs, which is basically just showing you how you get to that point. Okay, so if we wanted to change text, very simply, we'll just click on where we want to change text, and we're going to do how to skyrocket your website rankings in, I don't know, let's say 7 days. Okay, and then if I wanted to change this text here, I'd hover over it, double click the button below to download the free course. Okay, and if I wanted to, let's say, first off, I'm going to capitalize it because I don't like it when titles aren't capitalized like this. And just like that, you can see on the left hand side you've got font size, so we can make that bigger. If you want to make it bold, bang, and then give me access now. If you click on that, you can see on the left again you've got show pop-up, send form, all of these sort of things. So we want a show pop-up, and the pop-up is going to be this one. And again, we'll get into all of this on how to actually create it. I'm just going through some of the basic options, so when we do start doing it, it's not such a traumatic experience, really. Just really nice and simple. If you want to add some top margin, just like that. If you want to add some bottom, again, it's literally drag and drop and slide up and down. If you want to change the button text, yes, give me access now. Well, I'm not going to change that, but you can see, change it there, bang. Font size again, change the font. Again, if you want to do the full width button or just the fluid, it's completely up to you. Add some more padding, which is again the inside space. If you want to make the corners a little bit more, like that, that's cool. Just change it. And if we scroll down, you can see you got a border, delay before displaying item, and if you want it only visible on desktop or mobile, bang, just like that. And let's say I want to change the color of this text. Actually, to be honest, I don't really like the background. So if we wanted to change the background of this whole page, go into settings, and you can see where it says background image. You simply just bang off that, and let's change the background color to, just white. Okay, just white, just like that. Okay, video type, if you've got a video, add it in, so you can have actually a background video sort of thing going on. The language, so you can, I've never actually played with this option before, but I assume this will change the language of everything. And of course, they're talking about SEO, which is nice as well. So you've got all the SEO right here, which is cool as well. And also, they give you a nice opportunity to add in a affiliate link at the bottom of the page, just like so. So can you see the bottom right hand corner, powered by Systeme.io? Well, if you leave that there, anyone who clicks that and purchases the software, you would actually earn some money, which is a nice little add-on. So I'm going to keep it there because I want to earn 40% of whatever people subscribe through my link. So if they're paying something like £100 a month, then I'm going to earn, what's that, £40 a month? Not bad. So I'm just going to do save changes, view it. Okay, so it's in preview mode, bang, just like that. And you can see there's really not much to it. Okay, so that's really the absolute fundamentals that you need to know about using and editing pre-made templates. In the next video, let's actually create a custom funnel. I'm not talking about using any pre-made stuff. I'm just talking about getting right in there and creating something. In fact, I don't know if it's going to be in the next video. I think I'm going to cover the rest of the tabs before I come back to this. But that's the absolute fundamentals of funnels.